Rachel, are you there? I didn't know that you were going out for the day. But I'm pretty sure that I just saw you driving around town not that long ago.
Are you sure that it was me and not someone else? It really could have been anyone if they were in a car, right?
Well, that's what I thought, but then I saw your license plate and I knew that it was you. Not to mention the fact that I could see it was your face behind the driver's wheel.
All right. Well, wow. I don't really know what to say except that you have really, really good eyes.
Yes, I suppose I've always been blessed with really good eyesight. But you wouldn't believe just how clumsy I am in spite of it. Anyways, I was just curious what my daughter-in-law was up to driving around. I take it means you're not working today.
I did have to go to work today, actually. But I just left a little earlier than normal is all. And I was only out to go and buy some stuff for dinner. There's actually this new bulk goods store that opened right up over the state border that I wanted to go to and check out.
And I take it that's where you were going today? Well, how was the store? Is it worth checking out? I think that I know the one that you're talking about, because there was a news story about it, wasn't there? Maybe we could all go there together, and then we would be able to split whatever was too big for us to eat on our own. After all, you know that my husband and I really can't eat the way we used to.
Oh yeah, of course. We should totally go and do that.
But I have to say that I'm just pretty impressed with you. I mean, you take off work early just so that you can run errands for your family. And especially to go and shop at such a huge store. I think that I might get lost if I go in there myself.
Yes, well, it was actually really fun getting to go and check out a new store that had just opened. So I don't think it was quite the trek that you're making it out to be. And by the way, you said that you saw me while I was driving around, right? I was just wondering if you also happened to be able to see the inside of my car when you saw me.
Well, I was actually in a car as well, so I wasn't really able to get a good look at anything like that. We just went right by each other and then you were gone.
Oh, okay. I see. So you're telling me that you really didn't see anything at all then? Is that really true?
Well, I saw you in the driver's seat if I really have to think about it, but I don't think I saw much else. Why do you ask?
Oh, it's just my car is a complete mess, and it would have been so embarrassing for you to see in that state or me driving in it.
Oh, come on, you know that wouldn't bother me at all. It's your car, you can have it how you like. I mean, I remember when Thomas was little, I barely had the time to clean up after him and do all the other things I needed to do. I think that the one thing that comes with having a kid is just learning how to live with the mess.
Wow, that's actually some good advice. But still, the car was really messy, and I would have preferred nobody to see it.
That's a little surprising to hear to me, though, especially considering how clean you keep the rest of your house. But it's like I just said, having a dirty car or a bit of a mess here and there isn't such a big deal.
I really don't think that you're understanding what I'm trying to say about my car. It is really, really bad. I mean, Thomas has literally had to talk to me before about how bad I've let it get.
Oh my, has my son really told you that your car is dirty and that that's a bad thing? Well, I guess I wouldn't have expected that from him.
I think it's just he really wants you to think that him and I are doing things right, and so I guess that's why he was getting so nervous about you looking into the car is all.
Well, you rest assured that I don't care one bit at all about what the inside of your car looks like, okay? And either way, I really would like to go and see that store with you one day, so please let me know when you might have some time that we could arrange for that.
No problem. I will take a look at my calendar and try to give you some dates.
Rachel, are you there? I was just curious if you had gotten into some kind of fight with Thomas.
I'm sorry, but why are you asking me about all of this all of a sudden, Linda?
I know, I really am sorry to pry, but it's just that Aaron was messaging me and saying some odd things.
And just what kind of odd things was my daughter telling you, huh?
Well, she was saying that you and her dad were fighting last night and that she got scared. She said that she was too scared to even go and look at what was happening, but that the voices sounded like shouting. And then she started saying something about feeling the walls start to shake in some kind of rhythmic pattern.
Well, I don't really know what she's talking about at all, because there was no fighting at our house at all. In fact, it's probably been years since Thomas and I ever got into a yelling match.
I see. Well, that is good to hear, and it is what I thought, really. I know how well you and my son get along.
That's exactly right. There's nothing to worry about at all. We were just talking and Aaron's imagination must have been running wild. But we weren't even arguing over anything. I think that she maybe just heard us talking about something she didn't quite understand yet.
Oh, I see. Well, yes, I was wondering if Erin had just heard something that she maybe couldn't wrap her head around. But she seemed so sure that it was you two fighting with each other.
Maybe she just saw all of this in a dream and she didn't actually see or hear anything in reality. I'm sure that's what must have happened.
Do you really think that's what happened with her?
Well, I think it's at least a possibility of what might have happened to her. But anyways, just why was she coming to you about this anyways?
I think that poor Erin was just so scared by whatever it was that she heard. She thought it might mean that you and my son were going to get a divorce. I think that she was really just panicking and didn't know what else to do. After all, she's only in the 4th grade. I don't think that's such an unreasonable thing for a girl of her age to do.
I suppose you might be right about that. And now that you say all of that, there have been a couple of kids in her class whose parents have gotten divorced recently. So maybe she's just nervous that Thomas and I are getting to that point or something.
Yes, I think that would be enough to make any little girl be scared like that. And maybe she was just too nervous to bring up something like this to you, so that's why she came to me. I don't think it's so far-fetched if you just stop to think about it for a little bit.
You're probably right about that, but either way, I'm very sorry about Erin. She should know better than to bother you with something like that.
Oh, I don't mind it one bit at all. If anything, I was glad that Erin feels comfortable enough with me to talk about this kinds of thing. After all, I know that sometimes she seems quite mature for her age, but she's still a child.
I guess sometimes I do really forget that, though. I'll be more careful with topics like divorce and all that from here on out. But as far as I remember, after Erin went to bed, Thomas and I were just watching TV and playing games in the living room.
Wow, you mean that you two even play video games together? I didn't realize you were that close as a couple.
Well, I actually don't typically play with Thomas when he does, but this time he invited to play a new game with him, and well, I guess we ended up getting pretty into it. So maybe that's what Erin thought was fighting. After all, it was a fighting game, and there might have been a bit of trash talk.
Oh, I see. You know, I think this is all starting to come together now. You're saying that you think what Erin might have heard was actually you and Thomas having a little bit of banter while playing a game together?
As embarrassing as it is to admit, yes, I think that it might be what Erin heard last night. Oh no, I really am sorry that she's worried you with that kind of talk. I'll sit down with Erin and explain to her what it was Thomas and I were doing, though.
Please do. She seemed so upset when she was talking to me, and I think she needs to hear that things are going to be okay.
Of course. And it really is good to know that my daughter can go to you with everything. You're a wonderful grandma.
I'm just glad that I've been able to have that kind of impact on Erin, that she feels it's okay doing that.
I just hope you don't feel like she's using you to dump all of your problems.
Oh no, it's really no big deal at all. Besides, I'm retired now and have plenty of time to myself. I'm more than happy to be there for Erin when she needs me to be.
Grandma, are you there? This is really, really bad. Please, I need you to answer me as soon as you see these messages. My dad got hit by a car, and I don't know what to do. I need your help right now.
Wait, what? Your dad was hit by a car? Is he okay? Are you okay?
I'm okay, but I don't know about Dad. He isn't moving, and I don't know what to do, and I'm really, really scared.
Well, where's your mom? You should go and tell her to call an ambulance right away. You have to get your father to the hospital as soon as you can. Do you understand?
But my mom told me that I shouldn't even be telling you about this.
What is that supposed to mean? I don't understand. Why shouldn't you be telling me about this?
Well, that's because Mom was the one who hit Dad with the car in the first place.
Wait, what? Are you serious? It was your mom who hit your dad with the car?
That's right. She was driving it and she hit Dad.
Well, where in the world is your mom right now then?
I don't know. She was still in the car after she hit Dad, and then she just drove away just like that.
I don't even know what to say right now. So your mom isn't even there with you?
That's right. It's just me and Dad, and he's not moving, and I don't know what to do. Please, Grandma, you have to do something.
Can you at least tell me where you are right now? Are you near your house?
Yeah, we're all still at home. We're just in the space where we always leave the cars.
I see. So then you and your dad are just in the parking lot of your building then. I'll go ahead and call an ambulance and send them over to where you and your dad are right now. You just hang on for a little bit longer, okay?
Okay, Grandma, I'll try. But tell them to hurry, okay? I'm really scared right now.
I just finished calling them and they should be on their way already. All you have to do is hang tight with your dad.
Okay, thank you so much, Grandma. I really didn't know what to do at all.
It's okay, sweetie. You did the right thing calling me about this. How's your dad doing? Are his eyes open?
No, they're closed. He's still not moving at all.
Well, I'm going to get in my car and head straight over to you as well. So please just hang on a little longer and the ambulances and I will be right there.
I just hope that Dad's okay. I don't know why Mom did this, but they were fighting just before.
Well, you can tell me all about the things you saw after we make sure that your dad is okay. Does that sound all right?
I can tell you right now, too. Dad and I were out playing at the park, and Mom said that she couldn't come because she had to work. But then, when we got back to the house, Mom was there, but she was in the car.
You mean that your mom was sitting in her car in the parking lot of your building when you and your dad got back?
That's right. And then Dad got really mad and started yelling at Mom while she was still in the car. And then Mom hit Dad and drove off.
So, your dad was the one who got mad and started to approach the car first?
Yeah, that's right. And I don't think I've ever seen Dad get so mad at Mom before.
I see. Well, do you have any idea at all why it is that your dad would have been so mad at your mom?
I have no clue. I just remember Dad saying that Mom was supposed to be at work and not at home, I guess.
I wonder if there wasn't a little more going on behind the scenes there.
I really don't know anything else, Grandma.
Well, can you see where it is that your dad is hurt?
I think that he fell on the back of his head after Mom hit him because there's blood coming out of it.
Is your dad able to talk at all? Can he speak? Is he saying anything?
Grandma, a police officer just showed up right now.
Oh, thank goodness. You go and explain to them what happened to your dad. I'll be there soon, so just sit tight and tell the police what they want to know, okay? Rachel, are you there? Where are you right now? Are you at work?
Yes, I am unfortunately stuck in the office today. Although Thomas and Aaron are lucky because they got to go to the park.
Are you sure about that? Because Erin was telling me that they left early because she wasn't feeling good.
Oh, really? And from whom did you hear that, if I may ask?
I actually heard it from Erin, if you must know. Also, she told me that when her and my son got back, that you were waiting in their parking lot of their building. And then do you know what Erin told me next? Why don't you try and take a guess?
So you're telling me that you already know the full story from Aaron then? I suppose you know about the fight between Thomas and I then too, yes?
That's right. I know the whole story now. You can't hide anything else.
Well, I really am sorry that you heard about the little spat that we got into, and I'm sorry for the trouble that my daughter caused you. But don't worry, we're going to talk about this as a family, and well, I think we just need a little space as a family. Without you around, that is.
What in the world are you talking about? Do you really think you can just shoot me off like that?
Linda, I just think that these are issues that should be solved between the three of us, and that you aren't a part of this.
And I'm really just supposed to accept this from the woman who just tried to run over my son? You know that I know about what you did to Thomas, right? Erin was waiting with him in the parking lot until the paramedics arrived.
I don't really think it's fair to say I tried to run him over. I mean, Thomas jumped out of the way of the car, but then he tripped and fell is all. But I can assure you that my car didn't ever touch him once. I saw the whole thing.
If that was really true, then why did you feel the need to run away afterwards? If you didn't do anything bad, then there shouldn't have been any reason to do that.
Well, I was so scared of Thomas right then.
What do you mean you were scared? What is there to be scared of?
I mean, when he was shouting at me in the parking lot, I got so nervous and flustered. I just acted without thinking, and I just didn't know what he was going to do to me if he got up, and so that's why I drove off. But I really didn't mean to hurt him.
I know that you're lying to me right now, Rachel.
I'm not lying to you, I swear. I'm telling you the whole truth. You have to believe me.
No, I know that you're lying to me, and I know that you tried to run over Thomas. Not only that, I know that you really hurt him and that he needed serious medical attention afterwards.
But he just fell on the ground, right? I really didn't think he was going to be hurt that bad.
He hit his head when he fell on the ground, Rachel. That's why he had to be taken to the emergency room.
But I mean, I had no idea that he was taken there.
What did you think was going to happen when you hit someone with your car? And don't tell me that you didn't hit him, because Erin says that she has proof that you really did.
And you're just going to take the word of some little girl over me?
I will if she's telling the truth and you're trying to lie to me. Yes. In fact, it wasn't that long after Erin called me that a police officer arrived on scene to examine what had happened.
But I really didn't do anything. I didn't hit him, and if I did, then it certainly wasn't on purpose. You have to believe me.
Don't try and get out of it now. There's really nowhere you can run. And you will get what's coming to you, Rachel. Don't tell me that you still haven't turned yourself in yet. You're only getting yourself into more trouble the longer you keep trying to run away.
But, I mean, if I let myself get caught, then they're going to take me to jail. Isn't that right?
I would assume so, yes. But I would say that that's what you deserve after what you've done.
But that's not fair. I'm being set up. I really didn't do anything bad at all.
Oh, really? Because you should also know that the car you were in has a dash cam, and that it sends its footage directly to a cloud that stores what the car sees. And the footage shows very clearly you hitting my son and then driving off.
You're kidding me. How did you even access the camera? That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't matter what you think. It just matters what's shown on the footage. And it clearly shows you taking off, hitting Thomas, and then escaping all clear as day. You said that you didn't do any of that on purpose, but that's a lie, isn't it? You were trying to take my son out.
Of course not. I would never ever do anything like that. You have to know that it's not true.
But he was right there in front of your car. Surely there's no way you did this on accident. You thought that you'd be able to hit Thomas and drive off in one fell swoop.
You don't know what you're talking about. Everything that I did is all justifiable as self-defense. He was coming to attack me.
And just why was it that Thomas was so mad at you for being home anyways, huh?
I have no idea. I think that he just lost his mind and flipped out at me.
Rachel, don't tell me that you also didn't know about the driver camera in your car. Because it clearly shows that you weren't the only person in the car when you hit my son. And the footage clearly showed that you were in the car with another man. Were you cheating on Thomas with him?
No, it isn't like that. He's just a friend from work and that's it. Please don't accuse me of things that you don't have any proof of.
The lying really does just come so naturally for you, doesn't it? But the police are already trying to narrow down who that guy is, so there's no point in lying.
You mean the police are out looking for me and him right now?
That's right, they have an APB out for you and him right now, so I don't imagine you'll be on the run for much longer. But I suppose I'll just wait for the police to do their jobs and bring you before me. And when they do, we'll be ready with a lawyer. After receiving treatment in the emergency room, Thomas finally opened his eyes and returned to consciousness. It took about another month before he was fully recovered, but thankfully there was no scarring or lasting effects. When he finally did come to, the very first thing that Thomas asked about was if Erin was okay and if she had been hit by the car. After learning that she was safe, I asked Thomas about what he wanted to do about Erin. I had told him that I had a lawyer ready and he said he would try to sue. But he was more concerned about divorcing her and getting custody of Erin. As for Rachel and her little boyfriend, they were quickly found within a couple of hours of my last text and brought to jail. The police officer informed us she was there, and I took my lawyer down there to explain to her what would happen. When we did arrive, she was there with the man she'd been cheating on Thomas with. Apparently, he had been urging her to get him out of the parking lot as soon as possible, and was part of the reason for Rachel's reaction. This and Thomas's angered state in the parking lot all helped her case, though it couldn't prevent her from being absolved of all responsibility. Although she didn't serve any jail time, Rachel was ordered to pay for Thomas's hospital bill. After regaining consciousness, Thomas also divorced her and took custody of Erin. Now the two of them are living with me. Obviously, that's meant a lot of changes, but I'm just happy to be able to take care of my family. In the meantime, Thomas was completing his physical therapy and quite literally getting back on his feet while the legal processes unfolded. Although he's not planning on living in my house forever, he's seeking a new job and hoping to live close enough that I can take care of Erin when he needs to work. Erin seemed to be more than pleased by that suggestion, and that is something that I am more than happy to do. As for Rachel, I would be so much more than happy if I never ever saw the likes of her ever again. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.